Christian Prince and myself, we finally square off, and it was a complete embarrassment. The Christian fans are embarrassed. The guy ran away like a rat. You don't want to miss this discussion. It's really interesting what happened here. So basically, we've been having this discussion: the Quran, the Bible, and modern science. We've been inviting everybody to come and debate this. And many people would bring up Christian Prince. Why don't you debate Christian Prince? Well, actually, I did. And if you look in the description, you'll see my last debate with him. But anyways, this guy writes a book on the Bible, the Quran, and modern science. So I thought, okay, you know what? I'm going to go confront this guy. You know, a lot of people are asking me to discuss that. So I go into his room. In fact, I want to share this discussion with you just so you can kind of see. He actually pulled our debate off of his main page. So I found it on somebody else's page. You'll have to go over there and you'll see why he actually pulled it off. So let me go ahead and share this with you real quick if I can find it here. Just give me 1 second. So basically what happened, I appear on his show, or yeah, and so I guess the way it's supposed to work is you call debate TV and it routes you in, or basically you could talk to him via Skype. But when he sees me coming in, he says, no, you got to go in through Pal Talk. And I'm like, Pal Talk? Why do you want me to go in through Pal Talk? Now look how smart this guy is. It's really interesting. This guy fascinates me. I'm like, you call debate TV and you're supposed to have this debate. He says, no Muslim can debate me. So I'm here, let's do this, you know? And so he goes, no, you got to go in through Pal Talk. I'm like, okay, I'm just, you know, trying to figure out how Pal Talk works. And I finally get in there. This is the discussion here, by the way. I found it on this one guy's page. He pulled it off of his main page. And I guess you could start listening to the discussion right around an hour and 25 minutes if you're interested to look. So I'm like, all right, fine. So we find out why he wants me to go in through Pal Talk. And it turns out to be because Pal Talk has a mute feature where you can prevent your opponent from speaking anytime you want. And that's exactly what happened. He basically had me on mute the entire time. Really, really funny. So I'm like, I said, CP, you know, I said, this is kind of an act of cowardice. I mean, you're so scared. I mean, you've got your finger like on the little keyboard here. There's my little keyboard. He's like, he's got his finger on his keyboard right here, holding the mute down. I said, no, no, you just talk about what I want to talk about. So I'm like, okay, of course he's a little bit scared. He's under, because he doesn't have that knowledge base to really go against a person like myself. So he's limiting what can be discussed, what cannot be discussed in here by putting the finger down and say, you only talk about what I'm talking about. So I'm like, all right. CP, no problem. We can talk about what you want to talk about. But then after that, you got to commit to a fair debate discussion on this topic with me, the Bible, the Quran, and modern science. And of course, that never happened. So he continues to hold me up, even on the topic he wants to talk about. He'll let me talk for about 10 seconds. He'll put the button, no, like this. So this is clearly an act of cowardice. And what we learned, and I guess a big letdown, really, it's a great letdown from the Christian perspective. Many people thought he would be able to come forward to debate, discuss, and be part of this wonderful debate series on the Quran, the Bible, and modern science, which we're doing on the atheist channels like Aaron Ra. We're doing that with Apostate Prophet, and there's more coming down later on. So we thought, okay, you know, maybe he could partake in this. Well, we find out that's just not going to happen. So he would not allow any kind of fair discussion to take place. He would not allow equal time. And he certainly ran away from the challenge to have a debate on this. All that is now has been answered for us. So I want to talk about real quickly, why do Christians run away from the Bible, the Quran, and modern science? And what is it that not just him, but David Wood, Sam Shimon, and all these other people are basically running away. Yet Islam is leading the debate, and they're winning the debate in spectacular fashion on this topic. So I want to talk to you about a discussion I had with Sam Shimon. You could, again, just look at your screen here. You could just basically listen to it over here. Now, this is very interesting what happened. I confronted him about this, about the scientific errors in the Bible. This guy conceded that there are serious scientific errors in the Bible, which leads to lifelong suffering in children. All of that is right here. You can listen to it and see for yourself. And that is also another career-ending move. You see what we know. So, and this is my point. They know that there are scientific errors in their books which cannot be defended. They know that. So we want to talk about why Christians are running away from this debate. Um, there's actually four reasons. Number one, 25 years ago, Dr. Zakir Naik had a debate with a guy named William Campbell. William Campbell was from the Christian side. It was a complete disaster from the Christian point of view. Dr. Zakir Naik, not only did he perfectly defend the Quran from any claim of scientific error, but he also did irreparable damage to the Bible and exposed the human element of this book versus God. And he sent shockwaves down through the born again community. And from the Christian perspective, they cannot allow a humiliating defeat like that ever to happen again. And as we saw from the Sam Shimon discussion right over here, I mean, the guy conceded, yes. He didn't even, I mean, what was so shocking about all this, he didn't even try to defend the scientific errors of his book. He just gave it to me. He says, yeah, well, maybe it's wrong or something like that. And he says, well, what about the Quran or something like that? And I then answered him on that. So we now know why they're running away. So let's get back over here because it's very important to understand what is it that they're running away from. So they know the second reason, the scientific errors in the Bible cannot be defended intelligently. It's a joke. There's many apologetic responses and they continuously say, tick tock, ready to rock. I can explain all these issues. Don't fall for that. That's David Wood's claim. You know, he's debating Nadir Ahmed is just like taking a bat to a seal and clubbing it to death. Well, if it was that easy, you wouldn't run away from this debate. You wouldn't be running away for 25 years. That just wouldn't happen. And of course, Islam is leading the debate, alhamdulillah. But anyways, so that's the next reason. So it's a lot. They give their followers, their born again followers, a false hope of confidence that these error claims can all be answered easily. But I can assure you that's not the case, as we saw from the Sam Shimon discussion. They know that the Quranic scientific evidence is unchallengeable. They know that it cannot be defeated. It will only lead to more Islamic debate victories. And that's why Christian Prince had his finger down on the mute button. It's like, if I let up this button, it's going to be hammer time and he's going to go down really bad. So the debate victories, a series of debate victories have proved that. And so when I say Christian Prince's career is ended, I'll give you one clear proof that if you are a Christian Prince fan, you're going to have to agree. You're going to have to throw in the towel. And you're going to have to find someone, I don't know, someone better who can actually meet the Islamic challenge. Any hope of Christian Prince coming forward to debate on this topic, we now know is gone. The Christians cannot, and including him, will never come forward to debate us with this. So that is what's going to end his career. Why I say his career is over now is because this is a perpetual challenge. At any time, Christian Prince can answer this challenge. You know, not delete our video. He just deleted our debate video. Put it up there so people can see you run away. You know, but at any time he can contact me. He can answer this challenge. We could set up 10 debates in a row, back to back, because you know, the more you debate it, the more you cast light on that and expose what the nature really is, and they know that. Those 10 debates will expose the Quran for what it is, a scientific miracle. So so this is what ends his debate. What ends his career. What ends his career is the fact that he can pick up this debate challenge anytime, but he refuses to. And when I confronted him, he put his finger on the mute button, protect me from this guy. And all of this was on tape. Actually, he deleted it from his site, but it doesn't mean that he doesn't have any position now. Now he's basically an internet heckler. That's all he is. Just basically an internet heckler who just mocks, ridicules, and fabricates and lies about the Quran and Hadith. But he can never and will never be anything more than a heckler. And from that perspective, his career is over. So That's one down. We got a lot more of these guys to bring down. And we're going to put this challenge to David Wood. For 25 years, him and his crony, Sam Shimon, has been running away from the science debate. Come forward, bring it forward. We want him not only debate me, but go on the Aaron Ra show, go to Matt Dillahunty and the other atheist apologists. Do your TikTok ready to rock magic on that show. This is what they claim they have. TikTok ready to rock. This is their claims. All right, let's see that. But I think we all know that's not going to happen. So thank you. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you can get updated on the latest debate information on the Bible, the Quran, and modern science, and on other topics. Thanks a lot.